Okay, start at the top and work your way down.
Like right here?
Mm-hmm.
Bird bath, picnic table, jogger slide.
Great. Okay.
Tanya Shaw is a single mother in Los Angeles, and that's not easy. But she enjoys sweet moments snuggling close to her daughters for story time.
Dinosaur, letter,
Carrier. Astronaut.
She's still beautiful, even though at 25, she's dying of AIDS. She has a mission and not much time to find a family to adopt her little girls.
Stop it.
8-year-old Destiny may not fully comprehend it, but she knows.
Tell me, what do you think is going to happen?
I guess I'm going to be adopted when my mom goes away, and I think she's going to go to heaven. I don't think she's going to go to heaven. I know she's going to go to heaven.
Take a deep breath in and then let it out.
Tanya Shaw began her search for her children's new parents last spring, when her health was still pretty good. This summer, her condition had deteriorated.
Look straight ahead.
She's suffering the effects of dementia. The virus has infected her brain. But if anything, it's made her more determined than ever.
It looks all right?
It looks fine.
Even if I be really more sicker, I'll be sure to put my X on them papers on my bed to make it legalized and make it happen.
Do you have a sense that there's a big clock ticking and you got to find this family real fast?
Yeah, now I do. This is a killer. This AIDS is a killer.
Everything about AIDS, from the diagnosis to the prognosis, is a catastrophe. There's not yet a network of support groups where mothers with AIDS can turn for legal help, advice, counseling. Placing the kids is often an afterthought. In fact, the question, who'll take the kids, often comes up after the funeral. 90% of the time, children who've lost parents to AIDS will go to someone in the family. But what if no one in the family is suitable or willing? That's Tanya's problem. She trusts no one in her family to care for her daughters.
I have a 2-package deal, and I'm not splitting them up. They're going to stay together. They're all they're going to have.
Why can't you trust the county to do right by your kids?
The county screws kids. They have all these kids in the system, and most of the kids that are in there, they dysfunctional. They end up on drugs because the system hasn't done nothing for them but ruined them.
So Tanya is leaving nothing to chance, and she's taking matters into her own hands. She told the Los Angeles Times of her plight and her plan, and the publicity generated a number of inquiries about adopting Destiny and Chastity.
In your mind's eye, describe the family you're looking for.
Oh, gosh. Just down-to-earth, real good people who's willing to love these kids and raise them as their own.
What kind of a family would you like to find?
Well, my mom has honest people. I like them very much, but they already had a daughter and they said they didn't want.
What a hard thing it is for an 8-year-old to understand. Her own mother is trying to find another mother. Sometimes any mother's arms will do.
She's scared. She's scared as hell.
What have you told her?
I'm going to heaven, and I always watch over her and her sister, and I'm going to find them the greatest family before I go to raise them and take care of them.
What if you can't keep that promise?
God wouldn't let me down.
God has his hands full. There are already an estimated 20,000 so-called AIDS orphans here in New York City alone, and the cases are mounting at an alarming rate. Part of the story is the stigma that keeps families afflicted with AIDS from reaching out for help. Elena Mendez felt humiliated by AIDS and could never have gone to the newspaper for help like Tanya did. Fortunately, she didn't have to.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
You think parents live for eternity. They're not going to die. No. After my father died, I didn't shed a tear. I was too young to understand.
But you did cry after your mother died.
Oh, did I cry? I cried for my father and my mother.
Michelle Mendez was orphaned by AIDS by the age of 13. First, her father, a postal worker, died when she was 6. He was an IV drug user and infected his wife, Elena. Michelle was 12 when her mother told her.
She said, I have AIDS. And I remembered, oh my God, this is what my father died of. That was like a flashback, my father. And I ran to my room, put pillows over my head, and cried. Because I knew she wasn't going to live.
But when Elena died a year later, she did not leave Michelle alone. As Tanya Shaw is trying to do now, Elena made careful plans, leaving a little money in the bank, making her will, and most importantly, choosing Michelle's new parents. Unlike Tanya Shaw, Elena Mendez found them among family. Julio Colon is Michelle's first cousin on her father's side. He'd not seen Elena for nearly 5 years, but one day they happened to meet on the street.
I kind of felt right away that something was wrong. Her cheekbones were a little bit receding, and she looked slimmer. And I said to myself, I think I know what's going on. I believe I know what's going on. So immediately, when she said, I would like to see you, and I want to talk to you about Michelle, I said, okay.
You just knew what it was Elena was going to ask. Did you also know what you would do?
Oh, yes.
In the same instant?
In the same instant.
Next thing you know, she signs him up. And at first I was very angry. Like, that's not right. I didn't want to be with him. I don't know him that well.
Michelle wanted to stay here, on New York City's Lower East Side, where she'd lived her whole life. Not only were her friends here, but also Maria, the neighbor who cared for her like a daughter while Elena was dying. Michelle still calls Maria her second mother.
Everything, and Maria was there for me. So of course I'll be more bonded to her, and I love her so much.
But Elena wanted her daughter to grow up in a family with 2 parents. So the day Elena died, Julio, the cousin Michelle barely knew, arrived to take her away. Michelle had no say in the matter. He took her out of her old neighborhood to a new life in a green and leafy suburb. It might as well have been another planet.
I was a city kid, and that's how I always wanted to be. I didn't want the Beaver Cleaver family.
It was a rude awakening for Julio and his wife Marta. The child they envisioned might have been more like Tanya's daughter, Destiny, an 8-year-old who wants and needs a mommy and daddy to look after her. Instead, they got an angry, grief-stricken teenager who wanted to be left alone.
When I first moved here, I was very violent.
Violent?
Violent. I would tell Julio, I want to hit you, I want to punch you out, man. Leave me alone. Don't touch me. Don't talk to me. Who are you?
She was like, forget about it. She didn't want anything to do with us.
I mean, she was always fighting it. So there was always that hostility and that anger there.
You might have hoped that she would be grateful. And grateful she was not.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
that was like the first thing that really upset me. It was like, she's so unappreciative. I can't believe this.
I can't believe you, all right?
It's been a rough couple of years for all 3 of them. But these days, Michelle's tough city kid attitude is clearly softening. Her anger and defiance are finally giving way to a recognition that her mother, Elena, made the right choice. She calls Julio and Marta her parents, yet there's something they've never heard her say, until now.
I love them. Okay, I said it. Okay, happy? I said it. I love them. But, you know, I never told them in their face, but...
Never?
Never.
They'll see it on TV?
Yeah, so will 20 million people, so I said it. they're probably going to be blushing when they see this now, because I actually said it for the first time for 2 years.
You can almost see the happy ending she's heading for, sweating report cards and, with Marta and Julio's guidance, planning for college, because that was her mother and father's dream.
I made a vow that when I go to college and I graduate, that I'm going to leave 2 extra seats empty, and that'll be my parents' seats. So they'll be there. So that I know that they were watching me, that this was for somebody, you know? This is for you, you know? So, 2.5.
Not all kids land on their feet like Michelle has. The experts say teenagers often have a more difficult adjustment than younger ones do. It's been a long, hard journey for Michelle, but it's nearly completed. Destiny's is just beginning.
I like cats, I like dogs, I like fish.
Destiny wrote this as a way of introducing herself to her future parents.
I like to be loved. I love to go to Disneyland. I am very good to myself. My sister likes the things I like. We love our mom. I like cats.
Destiny and Chastity have some hard times ahead of them. But if there's going to be a happy ending in their future, it's because Tanya Shaw made it happen. She's found a family. The adoption papers have already been signed.
You have such a quality of determination, a fierce determination about you. Where's that come from?
Them 2 little girls. Them 2 little girls that make me do anything. You know? That's the bottom line.
Yeah, I can't do it. Chastity.